directly for you, because you talked so much about respect in your opening speech, because I really appreciate these opportunities when you have your subject matter experts come in, and it's a great way to better understand what's happening and talk to the leadership. But there is a huge gap between what your leadership is saying and what your service personnel on the ground are saying. And I think you should know that, because if you, and I have many times, I've lived on Tinian for 4 years, if you ask people at a fiesta that you meet casually about, say, biosecurity, they say, oh, it's just a matter of time. You better enjoy the birds while you can, because snakes are coming to Tinian. If you ask about the beaches, they say, oh, enjoy. I'm so glad I'm here now, because if I was here in 4 years, whoosh, beaches are going to be terrible. So it's a little bit hard to bridge the gap between what leadership is saying here in terms of the care and respect that they're going to give the island when the folks representing your organization are saying the opposite. So I just think that that's something that you should know. Obviously not something necessarily related to the EIS, but I think it's reflective.
My name is Schneider. I see some overall differences in the first time you all were here, the CJMT. The original was massive and it was extremely scary for some of us. The impact is incredible. We didn't truly appreciate the impact until now, because we see what it means to us every day and what it means at a personal level. So we had a little bit of taste on it, from sudden increase of people, sudden increase of cars and bicycles and whatever. I can't believe that the bank ran out of cash. I said, how can banks do that? I thought you keep a lot of money there. But you understand the point that I'm trying to make is that when we see things in papers, because we are not as exposed to the rest of the world, Tinian is, by golly, one of the best kept secrets. So, many times we have a hard time trying to understand what does it all mean on a daily basis. I live pretty close to an area where they were digging the aviation fuel. I just did not realize that they were going to make an incredible amount of noise. So I'm out there saying, shut up, and trying to take a nap. But you see what that disturbance does to the people. We have ample time, of course, to make the changes, but we could never visualize it because of the enormity and the complexity of all the issues that's associated with this project. So that's the overall. Now, we are now inundated with MITT, MERC, CJMT replies, and it's piled up on a weekly basis. This last week was a presentation of progress. This week we have the revised, and then there's another one tomorrow. So we don't do anything other than read. That's a lot of imposition into our lives. And yeah, we do have a lot of things to say, but generally I would like to see an extension of this timeline. We don't have, other than the library, we just the organization in which I belong to, we offer translation to people. And they can write it in tomorrow and we offer to translate it in English. But we need a place, and we are looking for that place to provide that service. So when you do something like this, it has to come ahead of time with the translation version. And please use the CNMI or power-free rules, because we can't read Guam tomorrow. They're very, very different. And we always call each other, what are they trying to say? What is this? So please communicate with us in the lingo in which we are familiar with. So overall, that is, I've seen a lot of changes, and it would be nice to have a smaller group discussion on this. Thank you.
It's been a long ride. 10 years. I was here. That night, the majority of our people, especially our kids, came out here and said their piece and said what they perceived back then. Fast forward, and that time I was a congressman. 2 years, 3 years later, I became mayor. We engaged then, and we're still engaging now. It's not an absolute. This thought that you see is not absolute. We have the opportunity to engage. We have the opportunity to sit down and talk about it. And that's what we've been doing for the last 8 years. And I offer my sincere appreciation to the team, Jackie, and all the folks from DC. It's been an honor to work with you and be involved with this CJMT. The first thing when we met, when I became mayor, was 4 things that I expected from your folks. Don't mess around with our environment. Give opportunity to our folks to get hired, also create business, and just be honest about it. That's why I asked. So far, as far as I know, we've been upfront, we've been having meetings all the way up to the governor, and some state science high officials. And we made in our statement that as we move forward, even though we resign some of this record, we come to record decisions. Some of these things we need to mitigate as we move forward. We just go back and look at divert. We signed off on that thing. We thought everything is sweet by candy. And then now we still have problems. We still have situations in the build-up. So I asked again, I made the same ask that as we move forward, give also the municipality the opportunity to mitigate some of these issues that we because like what Florida said, this is a complex build up and you cannot really foresee how is the shooting range going to look like, you know. I cannot. I've been to shooting ranges in Guam that you guys we went and saw it, but visualizing is not there for me. But I hope that people that are here tonight, please engage. Thank you guys for coming out and having the time to come and engage with all of these things that's going to happen to our island. It is not meant for the leaders to have all the solutions. We need your inputs to all of these issues so that we can properly address it to them. And thank you again. Buenos dias.